time, and my mom and dad took care of a lot of the dudes from the neighborhood. You didn't have a place to stay, you could stay at my house. If you didn't have no food, you could come at 5 o'clock every day. My mom's cooking dinner. You know what I mean? Like, we lived in the hood, but we had a family structure, so everybody wanted to be around that. Because my mom is still a very giving person, and she still looks out for people to this day. And my father too. Like, they're very, like, I'm not gonna say I had like a bad childhood. We grew up in the hood, but again, like, we had a family structure. My parents just worked hard. And we were always out. You know what I mean? But they were taking care of business. There was 5 of us. You know what I mean? I had three older brothers, and I have an older sister. You know what I mean? And I'm the youngest. But you know, they handled business, and they both like hustled and worked hard and took care of us. But they were never really home. You know what I mean? So we were in the streets, and it was the hood, and our hood was a real neighborhood. There was a gang shit going on and everything. But these guys all came from the neighborhood, and a lot of them were single parents, or their parents were drug addicts, or you know, so they would come stay. So Cool Breeze used to stay at my house. Like, I shared clothes with this dude. He wore same size shoes. We did everything together. We like brothers. We still like brothers. We still talk all the time. He's a graphic designer. He's called Bobby Bless now. But yeah, he was a dope power mover, and he moved to Houston.
Okay, so
Rock Skittles is in Houston too. They never talk about it. I don't know why Moy and them never talk about it. Yo, we were out there too. We used to battle a crew called Chaos. And my ass flew out to fucking Houston and waxed a lot of them fools from Houston, Texas' ass. I don't care. I got the footage. I got the receipts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the receipts where I waxed a lot of them fools out there. And a lot of them would be stealing moves, and they don't be giving me credit, but it's okay. Houston's got their own history, and they're another dope place that was like advanced in power moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Little John just posted, Little John from Havoc Coral, he just posted footage of him doing an Airflare 98. I was like, yo, I didn't know you had that back then.
They were doing like Airflare to Flare and like 1.5s in the 90s, bro. Like, it was crazy.
But
there was like Little John, there was a guy named Bboy, there was a guy named Alex. There was a lot of dope cats. I have like footage, bro, of like them, because when I went out there, I was like, you know, I was on it. I mean, I was like, yo, this is crazy. And like, but we battled against them guys, and Cool Breeze was already out there, and he was like doing air tracks in the 90s. Yeah, because he came out from here. Yeah.
Little John said Cool Breeze from Rock Skittles out of Vegas was the first ever he seen do the Airflare or air track like that. And, you know, I don't know what weight that holds, because I know like a lot was going on around then. It was probably like the mid 90s, right? That's how I heard of his name. But since I've been here, I've never heard of him until Little John telling me about him.
Cool Breeze is, like I said, he's like one of my best friends. He's my Puerto Rican brother. You know what I mean? But he grew up in the hood. So like his Spanish and the way he dressed, he wasn't like Puerto Rican from New York. He's Puerto Rican from the West Coast, and he dressed like a Mexican. He wore Nike Cortez, long socks, Dickies. You know what I mean? He slicked his hair back when he had hair. Now he's bald. But I'm like, yeah, Cool Breeze was, and he was an MC too, but he was mostly Cool Breeze is a great artist, graffiti, and he was a b-boy. And now he's just a graphic artist, and you know, he's a dad. You know what I'm saying? Again, we all had to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't necessarily quit, but we're not going to do it like we did, because we have to live real lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Who was the first you seen do Airflare?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What happened?
Who was the first you seen do that? Like an Airflare?
Air tracks?
Yeah, tracks, yeah.
Air tracks was Aldo from out here.
Aldo?
Aldo was the first one to land it. And he did it. I have the footage. It was in 1995. He did Superman to 1990, and he pushed off, and he did a full rotation to windmill. And he was like, "Oh shit, did you see that?" We were all
95.
Like, yeah, it was like 95. I have the footage. I have the footage. Wow. And it was an over rotation, and he caught it. And we were like, "Holy shit!" We were like shocked. And then we went home, and he practiced it, and he had that shit. So we were waiting to battle full force, and you know what I'm saying? We were waiting to battle them fools, and it was crazy. Yo, Jamar did it too, though. It was like 96, 95, 96. He did it too.
Wow.
Maybe he seen Aldo practice it, and he tried it too. Because both of those dudes were like neck and neck with power moves. Like if Aldo got it, Jamar got it the next week. You know what I mean? He was like, nah, he's not going to one-up me. You know, because they were so they didn't have no beef, but they had their little subtle beef. You know what I mean? They were like competitive with one another. They motivated each other. You know what I'm saying?